Painkiller!
What's up, everybody out there in YouTube land? Wrath2501 here. See, I got him. He was trying to do the G-man. Cock and ball torture. After Freeman. Cock and ball torture.
Freeman.
Yeah, I'm gonna mute you now.
Right?
I'm gonna mute you now. Click. All right, guys. Okay, this is a video I wanted to do with everybody. This is the Monster Hunter World Review. It's by Maxor. I haven't done a lot of his stuff, but this guy's hilarious. So we have Hatless, Carter, Walker, Rocker. Is anybody else here? Is like Zero here? Like be quiet.
No, it's
Just us. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Nobody here but us. Nobody here but. Oh yeah, he has all those damn tests for some reason. Okay. So nobody here but us chickens. All right, let's get started. This is of course by Maxor. Let's go.
Monster Hunter: The World is an action-style
So
slice 'em up, carve 'em up, drink 'em up, kill 'em all, where you play as John World, or the Joker and his normal
What the
pet,
fuck?
as we find and research the world's
Dude.
most amazing and charismatic megafauna so we can peacefully relocate them to the afterlife. Do you ever regret not being born in time to hunt Siberian mammoth? Or perhaps you're the kind of man who open carries to the zoo, waiting for the day
Open carries to the zoo. What the fuck? Wait, what the fuck, dude? Open carries to the zoo, dude.
It's already killing us.
No, I don't carry a Glock to the zoo. I carry a 1911, dude. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm not a pussy.
I'm sure me and Hatless are the only two that have played Monster Hunter World, right?
Probably.
If you don't know how Monster Hunter works, this video will explain almost everything.
We peacefully relocate them to the afterlife.
Oh god.
Beat them up, shoot them up, kill them up, drink them up.
Kill them all.
Good idea.
Good idea.
Let's keep going.
man who open carries to the zoo, waiting for the day that the chimps become excited. If so,
Oh,
this game is
dude.
for you.
Harambe moment there.
Set in the hostile and exotic wasteland of Australia, we
You know what? Yeah, that's a good,
Yeah, that's incredibly accurate.
I'm not even mad. I'm not
I can't even.
mad.
You can't even fault that. Ain't no debate. You can't even. You can't
I'm
oppose
not
that.
even mad.
Yeah, ain't no
That's
debate.
literally a way to describe Monster Hunter. So I hear you play. So I hear you play this Monster Hunter game. What's it like, Australia?
Australia.
Okay, fair
Can I
enough.
just say one thing real quick about Australia?
What?
It's basically just God's Gmod server.
God's Gmod server. What the fuck, dude?
Guys,
Yeah.
guys,
God's genetic grab bag.
guys,
Just like the real
guys.
Australia, Monster Hunter Pro Tags live with wildlife on better and difficult.
Yes.
Survivable difficulty.
Guys, please don't put giant spiders in Melbourne. You do that in, you do that on Australia. Thank you.
Well, you gotta remember, Australia is a country that declared war on an indigenous animal species twice and lost both
Flightless.
times.
And flightless.
A flightless indigenous
Wait a
bird
minute.
species.
No, you
They
know what?
lost
You know what?
twice.
You know what? You know what? When a flood happens in Australia, you know what that is?
What?
Going into the admin tab and cleaning up everything.
Doing the cleanup admin tab. Oh god.
And when
play
someone's
as an
born, you
inherently
get a frickin-
bloodthirsty and violent race known only as Caucasoidus anglicus, and we're here
What?
to destroy the local environment.
Okay, what was that? I gotta see that
known
meme.
as Caucasoidus anglicus, and we're here.
Wrapped canvas print? God, you vultures, release me from the hell business.
Jeez, what the fuck?
Jeez, come on.
Damn, man.
To destroy the local environment as much as humanly possible, so I can wear it. Along the way, overcoming many varieties of horrifying creatures unknown to God, ranging from plausible and interesting specimen to fucking Thanos, and creatures unknown to God, ranging from plausible and interesting specimen to fucking Thanos.
Fucking Thanos. What the fuck?
Yeah, that shit looks like Thanos.
Thanos car.
Oh no, I thought I saw the last of that back in 2019.
Nope.
Remember that meme
nope.
was popular?
No, the
Yeah.
Thanos meme will never die.
No.
I know, but still.
Oh my god.
When you're half the man. No, when you're half the man, you're half the man you used to be. The reality can often be disappointing.
Yeah. Because you got half Thanos snapped.
Oh.
Your mama's so
Man,
fat
what
Thanos had to
happened-
clap.
Oh, wait a minute. You know what? You know what? That begs a very interesting question. When
Aw!
Thanos snapped. What happens if a hoe was giving somebody head?
Like what? Wait a sec. What if he intended to wipe out half of all life, but he in fact just did that? He wiped out half of all life. In other words, he cut all living things in half. It's like phrasing.
Cinnamon challenge. It's that.
Yes.
Oh, dude.
Oh my god, let's keep going.
Let's keep going.
Yeah.
And yes, I
exactly.
am reviewing Monster Hunter World and not Rise because the phrase Nintendo Switch port does not fill me with confidence. I'm sure it's a
Oh.
fantastic
It's a solid
game,
game.
but this looks
No.
like an excellent
It's
Gary's
still a
mod
solid
map.
game.
So without further ado, it's time to explain
Speaking
to
of
you
which.
my favorite animal cruelty simulator with a game attached to it.
Animal cruelty simulator, dude.
I mean, that's what it is.
Don't let Peter
Yeah.
know.
It's
I
all
know,
over,
man.
like,
Yep.
That, but
As you
true.
ravage a peaceful land and slaughter its inhabitants to satisfy your desire for pointless construction.
Pokemon is to Nintendo as Monster Hunter is to Capcom. Both
Yeah.
of them like have PETA all over their asses.
And Minecraft is to like everything. Don't even get me started on how we treat the animals in Minecraft, dude. You ever see a chicken roaster or a pig farm or a cow farm
Or a cow
where they're
farm.
all where you get all those cows and you cram them into one square and you keep cranking them in there until they start killing themselves, like literally because there's too many in one square.
Literally.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's how an automatic cow
How
farm
do you-
works.
how
It
do you
continuously
put
breeds.
farm
It
on stuff,
continuously
Atlas?
breeds cows, then drops them into this one square area, and when they grow up, they get too big to fit all in one square. So they start the earliest ones start dying off, and they start dropping their loot, which goes into a hopper and then goes into a chest. So it just continuously farms cows like forever. It's brutal, man.
I mean,
Atlas, how do you
Dude.
think we farm our food?
How
I know,
do you
dude,
think
dude.
chicken nuggets
I
are
know
made?
about I know
Dude,
chickens,
fucking
like,
KFC
they
and
just lay
Burger King.
eggs.
KFC and Burger King ain't got shit on Minecraft. Okay, I'm just saying that.
I mean, chickens make more
Literally
sense
making
when
a
they lay
fucking
eggs.
saw
but-
trap for animals.
Saw trap for animals. Okay.
No.
Let's play a game.
Hello, Sparky.
Hello.
Like you got in
love
Monster.
this cow.
If Steve was in Monster Hunter, I mean, you'd have all these guys like, oh yeah, we're gonna fight all these monsters. And Steve's like, "Pfft, amateurs. Like 5 minutes later, he's got a fucking farm where the animals are all just being crammed in together and just dying en masse, so he can harvest their skin and their meat.
I've got a good bed this banter out.
Harvest stuff.
You know what? If we're gonna cut this out,
We're not
if
cutting
we're
out.
going
So
on-
let's keep going. We're not. Keep going.
Yeah, we got
welcome to
Dude.
Space Jam.
Reviewed by a Moron.
It's been so long since I've last seen my son lost to this monster.
no.
Forced in
Oh
Fistmos,
my
Monster
God.
Trucker is a game without options because there's a few of them. At least 3 monsters are present in the game, possibly 94, and every one of them has 2 armor sets. To hunt after these amazing beasts and where to find them, you need to get into the mindset of our distant ancestors. You see, humans are what we call persistence hunters, which means we kill by running down our prey until they beg us for death. For reference, our closest
Yeah.
competitors in a marathon are sled dogs and a horse. Imagine for a moment that you're this big fucking turkey and it's almost time for Thanksgiving. After a long
Dude!
and arduous battle, you run away as far as you can, but every time you turn around, he's still there. And even worse, you run as far as you can, but every time you turn
Very
around, he's
soft.
still there.
End of the first.
Oh my god, man.
What the fuck is the Dark Souls text?
The Among Us memes.
Started.
I know.
Just
It just look at we're not even 2 minutes into the fucking video, man. What the fuck?
And even worse, it's swearing. thick skin. This is the
Already at 2
mentality you
minutes.
must adopt if you're
People
to
are losing
survive the
their minds.
wilds of Queensland.
Dude.
The mammoth deserves to be extinct because he was weak. We arrived to this new world of possibility known as the Denny's parking lot as part of the fifth
What?
fleet of the Research Commission, exploring and murdering this vast continent to track
Dude.
down the whereabouts of an ancient elder dragon. Now, as someone from a country who killed millions of people so we could grow fucking vegetables, this is offensive. So when I heard that these bitches were doing it to find
like
a
the Red
lizard,
Dead
I decided
Redemption.
I would
Way back.
engage in is offensive.
Wait, what?
Wait, keep going back. That's a thing to pause on.
Yeah.
Keep going. Alright, we're good.
Okay.
Okay.
Walker
There
was
a
saying
meme in
something.
there.
Walker
There
was
was a
saying
meme in
something. Okay.
Exploring
I think I heard the
and
fucking
murdering
Red
this
Dead
vast
Redemption
continent to
house theme.
track down the whereabouts of an ancient elder dragon. Now, as someone from a country who
my
killed
God.
millions of people,
Yep, there it is. You can hear like briefly before the gunshot.
Genocide of a over.
Oh my god.
That's
so
a
we could
thing
grow
to pause
fucking
on.
vegetables.
Yeah.
Now pause.
Wait,
It's
what?
genocide if you
Plants,
growing up.
trees.
He's growing up corn. What the fuck, dude?
This is offensive. So when I heard
Is
that
he
these
wrong?
bitches were doing it to find a lizard, I decided I would engage in genocide of my own volition.
Jeez,
You will
what
not need
the-
motivation to kill in this game. It comes about naturally, just like polio. And to bring about this timely demise, we are given a choice of 14 weapons, all of them completely different from one another,
What the
like the
fuck?
light bow gun and the heavy bow gun and the bow. But let me tell you, if I were stranded alone on a desert island, I would probably choose the fucking
my God.
gun, because the only
Yeah.
people in this world that I trust are my two best friends, Smith and Wesson. This is
Yeah.
why I chose the gun lance, which is what you think it is. Now, of course I could have chosen the literal machine gun, but playing with these weapons changes the game into a first-person shooter where the objective is to keep the gun away from your mouth. Instead, I was drawn to the insect glaive because 1, it lets me literally fly and the floor is paying taxes. 2, I get to lace a giant bee with C4 high explosives and throw it at people. And yes,
What
there
the
is an
fuck?
upgrade tree dedicated to bees. 3, I get to mount monsters, and that lets me spam custom dialogue at everyone in the game. Side note, you can fully customize your automatic callouts to preemptively diagnose the cause of your teammate's death, which is very funny. But your choice isn't just between weapon types, but also weapon elements. I won't get into it now since there are a few of them, but my favorites would have to include the dragon element, the sleep element, or even blast element.
Dude.
Every monster is weak to blast element. So with all
What
these
the
very
fuck?
choices, chances are high that
Whoa.
every monster is weak to blast element.
That's if you get that joke.
Margaret. Oh,
So
dude.
with all these very choices,
Hunting horn. Everyone else.
chances are high that at least one weapon speaks to your specific mental illness. Just
What the fuck?
Oh man, my specific illness is probably the
Oh.
lance, the dual blades.
God.
don't play the hunting horn unless you want Rock Band for engineering students.
How to get it? Oh my
I know
god.
exactly why you're here. I too want to know what this thing's foreskin looks like on my mantelpiece.
What the
Fortunately,
shit?
World has you covered. I haven't really explained this because it's in the title, but in this game you hunt monsters. This doesn't just mean killing them, although there is a lot of that. There's 2 ways to complete a hunt,
Wait, hold on,
Republican
hold on,
and
go back.
Democrat. Both explain this.
Bro,
Wait,
What?
Keep going. No, I meant not keep going, but keep playing.
Don't worry, I know exactly why you're here. I too want to know what this thing's foreskin looks like
This
I don't
thing's
wanna know what it's-
foreskin.
on my
I don't wanna know
mantelpiece.
what
Fortunately,
it looks like.
World has you covered. I haven't really explained this because it's in the title, but in this game you hunt monsters.
no shit.
This doesn't just mean killing them, although there is
This
a lot of
bitch.
that. There's 2 ways to complete a hunt, Republican and Democrat.
Wait, what?
Kill.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
If you want to be honest, I
Both of them result in endless pain for the animal. Here's the difference. Killing them by slowly breaking each individual bone is a mercy. Capturing them will always give you more body parts than skinning them, which can include their skulls. The only logical conclusion is that we disassemble them like a crab factory. And those
Oh
are the
my
lucky
God.
ones, because the other ones are subjected to
real thing.
cockfighting, and my bet always wins. The gameplay of Angry Birds can best be described as Bloodborne with no health bars. For most monsters,
Dude.
that's okay, because counting broken bones is enough. But some of these bastards spend more time close to death than Joe Biden. In fact, while
Oh,
hunting, your prey will
shit,
attempt to
man.
escape you several times and fail. Really, the entire gameplay loop is just finding new things to turn inside out and then fashioning yourself the perfect drip out of their intestines. Of course, there's a
Yeah.
lot of ways to build your swag with a myriad of skills like the fast food build, the eating less build, the eating for free build, and lest we forget, the mushroom consumption build to complete my
What?
ultimate McDonald's form. No
What the
self-respecting
fuck?
hunter would ever think of going outside without slightly reducing the effects of minor wind pressure. Or you can
What?
do damage. Like a fucking moron. Take your armor for a spin and throw a body in the bin. Repeat until you win. That's the entire game. This being said, there are complications. It's better to think of them not like video game enemies, but very stupid cats. And like cats, these bitches are territorial. Sometimes even going so far as to beat each other to death while I'm fighting them. But I think my favorite example of this would have to be Mr. Nikon. This bastard is designed to wander
This
into random
bastard.
battles, catch you in 4K HD, and then leave for
hate-
literally no fucking reason. And
Okay,
if that
well-
doesn't suit your fancy,
That's not I can't sympathize with this.
Yeah.
That monster. Okay, so that, I forgot its name, but its whole purpose is literally just to flashbang you. It flashbangs you and then it runs away. That's all it does. You can
Flashbang
kill it,
shows up. Flashbangs you and the monster. Refuses to elaborate. Leaves.
leaves. That's all it does. I mean, yeah, it'll stand and fight after you flashbang you for I don't know, like about 5 hours.
30th
right?
times.
You can't get, and let me get, you don't get anything special for killing it either.
No, you do. You do. I mean, you get the same armor pieces that you would killing, like, let's say, a Baroth or a...
Oh, okay. You see, usually
Like
when they
stuff
have
like
usually when it comes to a lot of games where there's an annoying enemy like that, it will usually drop something good if you, by some
Well-
miracle, are able to kill it.
Well, see, he's not like an annoying enemy that shows up, like, you know, like 24/7. He's just in that specific area that he.
Yeah, I know. He pops up rarely and randomly, so that's usually, and because he runs away and he's hard to kill, that usually means you get something decent from him.
Actually, he's not rare. He's like a monster entity to that.
Oh, okay. Okay, so he's not like a
But
rare
he's
spawn
just
or
a
anything.
bitch and a half to kill.
Ah.
That's just flashbangs.
Flashbang through the door!
Get some sunglasses.
See, there's always Bazinga Goose, whose sole objective is
Bazinga
to down
Goose.
across the map to carpet bomb you for the crime of playing the
God, I
game.
hate fighting.
Now, I don't
Okay, hang on,
normally
wait a minute, one more pause. This is a B-17 given monster form.
no fucking reason. And if that doesn't suit your fancy, there's always Bazinga Goose.
That launches from the air and it dives bombs you every now and
It
again.
is literally a B-17.
Whose sole objective
17 bomb.
No, it's a B1.
No, it's a B-17.
No, the B1, dude, the bone.
Boner.
It's the United States' most advanced bomber.
is tracking you down across the map to carpet
Oh,
bomb you
damn.
for the crime of playing the game. Now,
Shit.
I don't normally play Monster Hunter since I'm more of a Connect 4 SpongeBob man, but the sheer
What?
variation on display here
What
is
the
play
fuck
Monster
is
Hunter
that?
Since I'm more of a Connect 4 SpongeBob man, but the sheer
What the
That thing right
fuck?
there. Okay, so
I
that
don't know.
monster.
It's a bat.
That
Okay, so
thing
it's-
was invented by somebody on drugs. Like,
That's
lots
good
of drugs. Lots of drugs.
What if we just make a bat really big?
This thing reminds me, have you guys ever seen this one? It's actually called Round Nature, where it shows these animals are like really, really fat, like round and stuff like that.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, it's like a very old animation. That's what that thing looks like. Because they're kind of like, it's not like they're just fat, it's like they're filled with air, so they kind of bounce. That's what that thing looks like. It looks like something from that video. What the hell, man? If that's all fluff, I kind of wonder what it would look like if you got it wet.
That's a Palamu. That's a Palamu. It's
Okay.
A wind. It's a wind type monster.
Okay, well, it looks wind. It looks. So what does it look like? What does it look like if you get it wet?
Like a really long dog.
Well, I mean, if you get it wet, he's just kind of he'll stay the same, but he's a very windy monster. Like he
Oh.
will literally use the power of the wind to make you not live.
Oh, so he floats over you. So he floats over you and crop dusts you.
Basically.
He's. Oh man! Somebody fucking farted.
It's so fluffy.
God.
variation on display here is really something. Every single animal has their own unique role, and mine is putting them
What
into
the
a
dog
museum.
doing?
As a rule, for every single kind of beast, if violence does not work, use additional violence.
Yeah. That's what
Now that we
they.
have a good understanding of our victims, it's time
Oh,
to take our
Jarvis.
domestic violence international, because this is a monster hunter world, one that makes no fucking sense, both geographically and ecologically, just like the real Australia. So upon beginning the game, we make our way across the dangerous but inoffensive lands of New South Wales, learning the basics, surviving, and expanding our newly founded gulag of Sydney. This hell will be your base of operations for most of the game, complete with every kind of amenity you can expect from savage Welshmen. It's here that we rearm, research, and reforge my weapon again because I am indecisive. There's even a pig that won't stop following me. You can pet it, but not too much because what matters is consent. But most importantly, this is
Wait, what the
you
fuck?
can pet it, but not
So,
too much
okay.
because what matters is
Okay, I'll
consent.
explain the pig. So, the pig.
Sarah.
The
My
Bill.
shield.
Hey,
Hey,
Huntsman.
hey, Huntsman.
So the pig. Right? You pet it.
What the fuck?
And you will
Consent,
see.
but-
And you will see you'll see a heart pop up above its head,
Okay.
and that means it is okay to let go and or pick it up. And
Okay.
if you do so, you will either, you'll get its affection and stuff, but you may get a few random item drops and stuff. They're not good, but I mean, item is item.
Okay.
Especially Monster Hunter.
Okay.
So it pays to pet the pig. At least I think that's how it works.
Okay.
But most importantly, this is where we use racial segregation, because for some reason
Dude.
the only chefs in the entire camp are cats, and this is a very unsanitary cooking environment. You see,
Yeah.
food isn't just
No,
a
it is
buff,
not.
and it's not just a cutscene. It's fucking mandatory. I mean, just look at the cardio. My body's an airplane powered by dead chickens. To put it simply, the game is
Dude.
unplayable with an empty stomach for two reasons. One, it looks like this, and two, I don't have to explain shit. The next areas on our list are what I collectively call the stank tank, and to get there, we need to contact the 3rd Expedition Fleet, who have spent the last 30 years smoking weed in their spaceship.
That's one way of describing them. Yes.
Smoke weed every day.
I'm not even mad. I'm
Yeah.
not even mad. He described them perfectly. That woman is always seen smoking
This is pretty much
a
why we're-
pipe.
Oh, so she's high as balls then.
Yes, most of the game she's high.
Damn. That's intense,
Smoking
man.
out of a hookah.
So they didn't just come here for the animal skins. They came here for the good shit.
They came here for the
plant.
opium.
The plant.
Give
the
me
plant.
the plants.
The plant.
When you drop
Give me-
some tea, when you drop a leaf in some hot water, and all of a sudden the British are at your door.
Don't smoke the pipes, don't drink the tea, and don't eat the brownies.
Especially not the
Definitely.
brownies.
You will see
Definitely
monsters that didn't exist before.
Well, I mean, don't eat the people either. I mean, that's not good. Don't ask me how I know that.
Here, this new environment is firstly comprised of the Coral Highlands, which are filled with a beautiful and alien ecology, able to support a wide range of pit bulls and more literal balloon animals. From this point onward, biology is more of a suggestion, but looking just
Yeah.
underneath the surface, we
Wait, what the fuck?
Wait, me as a child labor.
Oh, damn. Oh my god.
we find the true source of this bizarre life.
Oh my
It's
god.
death. The Rotten Vale is an area built and designed to simulate San Francisco, and it's sustained only by the miracle
Yeah.
of
Yeah, can't deny that. I can't. I really
That
can't.
looks like San Francisco.
Have you been to San Francisco, Ruff?
I don't even
I've
know
seen.
if it
I don't need
exists.
to. I don't need to. I can smell it from here.
Damn.
I live in Southern
Yeah,
California. I can smell it from here.
Damn, that's rough.
That, when the wind is just right, I'm like, yep, that's San Francisco.
Yep,
That's
it is.
San Francisco where, eh?
Yep.
rotting corpses and feces. You may be asking yourself, San
Oh, wait a
Francisco,
second.
and is sustained only by the miracle of rotting
American
corpses.
politics?
Rotting corpses,
I mean,
Blizzard Entertainment.
Blizzard. I mean,
American
there's two,
politics.
There's two right there.
Yeah.
Feces.
They did the funny part.
San Francisco. and feces.
You may be asking yourself some important questions right now, such as,
Whoa.
can the smell kill me, or
Yes.
how the fuck? As it turns out, every monster
How
in the
the
new
fuck?
world has an inherent instinct to die here, specifically, which begs the question, why do predators even exist if they can just wait? And also, yes, the stench physically hurts you. Technically, these are all the areas you need to beat the game, by about 30%, because upon entering our next area, Monster Hunter turns up the heat and scales every monster back to being threatening again. Yes, even the Great Jagrussi. That means more weapons, more armor,
What?
High rank. Atlas can tell you.
High rank player, as far as I know, is restricted to multiplayer.
Uh huh.
I I mean, you could do solo, but you have to go through like a lot of low rank stuff first. Because the monsters have more health, they do more damage. And it pretty much takes a team. If you don't know what you're doing, it takes like a whole team to take them down.
Damn.
And even more temptation to kill every mammal larger than myself. Again, it's safe to say that this game has a time requirement. So after 30 hunts or so, we finally arrived to the temperate lands of Western Australia. You know, the state that lost a civil conflict with flightless birds. Fortunately for us,
Yeah, there it is.
Wait a minute, what the heck was that picture with the emu?
Western
Wait a
Australia,
sec.
you know, the state that lost a civil conflict with flight.
What the fuck, dude? They lost that fight twice.
Birds. Fortunately for us,
Yes.
biology is no longer a suggestion. It's a restraining order. We've got fish
Dude.
that swim through molten magma, lizards that eat rocks, and of course my personal favorite animal, Thanos. His main attack is the
Thanos.
crush force of his rock-solid chin. Although I do think they could have worked on the whole controlling the monster mechanic a little better. It really breaks down when you encounter the fire. But among the many features of this game, we haven't even gotten
Oh my
close
God.
to the train wreck that is the
Whoa,
fire.
that-
But among the many features of this game, we haven't even gotten
Oh boy, I hope no one presses it.
Oh my god.
close to the train wreck that is the
Yeah.
story. After all, there is a reason we ventured into the land of unusual thermodynamics. It's just a really bad reason.
A really bad reason? God is
First of all, we
forsaken.
can tell that this game is a literary masterwork by the fact that characters do not have names. Who can forget such personalities as the Handler, the Commander, and a fucking Ganondorf? The story is comprised of
Fucking
Juan
Ganondorf.
though.
Fucking Ganondorf. God, man. What the fuck?
Ganondorf, actually.
Ganondorf.
two major arcs.
No, that's the Bidoof that looks like Ganondorf. You ever see that? That's Ganondorf.
Oh my goodness, Raph, you just made me envision Ganondorf, but with Doofenshmirtz head.
Oh god.
Jesus Christ.
No, I said it was a Bidoof, dude. It was a Bidoof that looks like Ganondorf. It's called Ganondorf.
The Triforce of Power and they
God.
Where in the world is the 50-foot tall lizard? And gee, I wonder what Ganon is up to. Both of which
Oh,
are made
God.
excessively worse when the game automatically sets the handler to be in a catsuit. And at this point, I'm afraid of turning it off. Okay, one last thing,
What?
everyone. If I see anyone else on this fucking ship say the words Nekopara cosplay, I will invert your penis with my foot. For the first fucking ship say the words Nekopara cosplay, I will invert your
Vulture releasing from
penis with my foot.
I gotta use that one. I will invert your penis with my foot.
What kind of short is that?
My God.
there it is.
Is a Nergigante.
Jesus.
Wait, Atlas, is that
I don't know. You tell me.
Yeah. Well, you can tell
Yeah,
him
that's
because
Nergigante.
you
That's
gotta be careful
Nergigante.
because he won't kill you because he's very horny.
You motherfucker.
So, Raph, I hate to tell you this, but those are not what that. I don't think that's one of his main attacks.
Oh God. Well, not with
main
not with
attacks
horns. Not with those
fire.
horns. I'm done with those horns. I'm talking about his other horn, but
I mean, he does breathe fire. He is a
Yes.
dragon.
well, there you go.
Or the first arc of our multiple stage manga that ends in a sex scene. We chase after the amazing
What?
boss fight Zora Magdaros as we apparently forget the location of a giant kaiju several times. This being said, you
Dude!
don't want to find him because
Wait, what
his
is-
boss battle is an environmental puzzle primarily comprised of loading cannonballs for 30 minutes and then waiting for the boss to move very slowly. That way we can penetrate him with our oddly phallic spear that
Dude!
extends when needed. And for the second
Bruh!
arc of our new Genshin anime on Spike TV, we team up with Ganon to discover new and amazing elder
Join me.
dragons all across the continent. And of
What?
course, I mean discover like the
I-
Vikings meant trade.
I am trapped. Wait, I am trapped in Africa.
Dragons all across the continent.
Yes.
Trapped in Africa.
And of course, I mean discover like the Vikings meant trade. This
Yeah.
is where some of the toughest and most annoying bosses in the entire game happen, featuring such great fights as Nergigante, whose name I
Nergigante.
cannot say with a hard R, the
Jesus.
Oh my God, man! What the?
COVID Beast, and my great fights as Nergigante, whose name I cannot say with a hard R, the COVID Beast.
COVID. Senator Armstrong. What the fuck, dude?
Why does he do this?
And my personal favorite, Margaret Thatcher's Nightmare. Of course, there is
Margaret
more to
Thatcher's-
this game, because there's always more to
Margaret
this
Thatcher's-
game, because there's always more. But that is basically how you beat the
always-
first half. So, there's an
first-
expansion for this game that is more expensive than the game itself, which
What the
doubles
fuck?
the content. And the playtime. I'm gonna be fucking real, guys. I'm not covering that shit. This video is supposed to be short because I made it while on vacation, and vacation for me means working 8 hours a day. This game is lengthy, and you should definitely play it if you have the time. But in my
What was that? What is that?
day,
Is that a bird?
That's an emo, dude.
Oh, it's emo.
It's an emo head, dude.
this game is lengthy, and you should definitely play it if you have the time. But in my current mental state, I do not. So with the release of Elden Ring, I think it's time to move on to a better project. This is basically a Maxor filler episode, and if you like World, then just
Wait a
on
sec,
to
what
a
was
better
that?
project. This is basically a Maxor
True owners when they're immobile rock like. Dude, what the hell?
filler episode. And if you like
Turtle
World,
Rat?
then just get the Iceborne expansion,
Crush.
because it's more of the same, but twice as tall, and most of the monsters are on crack. And just to prove it,
Yeah.
half of the footage in this review is Iceborne. This is a game that I believe you have to experience, because there's just so much, and yet so little time.
Yep.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Oh, that jingle jangle.
And you people think an MMO takes up a lot of your day? Jesus.
I mean, Monster Hunter doesn't take out a lot of time.
Are you sure about that?
Did you see his playtime,
Yes.
dude? Over 1,000 hours.
Yeah, no, that was 100.
150.
Jeez.
That's not
You
that
sh-
bad.
The game does have a timer playing. No.
I mean, yeah, but still.
Okay, guys. Well, there you go. That was a thing. Like this video,
I got
subscribe.
spurs.
You put your keep in your shoulder. I'll see you guys next time. Like this video, subscribe. Link to the original in the description. Like the original, sub to Maxor. I will see you guys next time. Tune in every day for new content. Bye-bye.
Bye.